Hello dear students, welcome all of you in virtual video class of English drama. Hope all of you are happy and healthy. Friends, we completed module number 6 comedy as a form in virtual video class. And before that, physically we completed types of drama. There may be possibility or one or two types remains. So don't worry, I will take revision after completing module number 7. So, friends, today we are going to start module number 7. In module number 7, we have to study Nagmandala. Nagmandala was written by Girish Karnard. He was well-known dramatist of India. So, in present video, we have to highlight on the life and work of Girish Karnard. And in second video, we will highlight the literary works of Girish Karnard. Okay. So, let's start. Girish Karnard. Just a minute. May I change the slide? Yeah. Nagmandala, written by Girish Karnard. You are looking two pictures on the screen. One is the picture of Girish Karnard, who was very well-known playwright, and another you are looking snake or the king cobra. King cobra is the main character in this play. So here is the picture of king cobra. The name of the play is also Nagmandala. We have to discuss on the title and other things later. So let's start towards next slide. We have to focus on life and work of Girish Karnard. Girish Karnard was born on 19th May 1938 in Matheran. Now Matheran is in Madhya Pradesh. He died on the 10th June 2019, means before 1 year. He was Indian actor, film director, Kannada and English writer also. He was a well-known playwright, a Rhodes Scholar who worked in South Indian cinema and Bollywood also. He was, in short, multi-dimensional personality. Okay. Now we turn towards next. Yes. Near about 4 decades, Karnard composed plays. Near about 4 decades, he composed plays, and often using history and mythology to take contemporary issues. He often used in his plays history and mythology as a aspect, or his plays are based on history and mythology, or he used history and mythology with contemporary issues. He translated his plays in English himself. He himself translated his plays in English, like Rabindranath Tagore's Gitanjali. Gitanjali was written in Bengali, but then he translated it in English himself. And then some of them translated into different languages. Some of them translated into different languages and directed by the directors like Ibrahim Alkaji, Padmasi, Prasanna, Arvind Gaur, Satyadev Dive, Vijay Mehta, and many other directors directed the plays of the films of Girish Karnard. He rise as a playwright in 1960s, and he marked the modern Indian playwriting in Canada. He marked modern Indian playwriting in Kannada. And also, Girish Karnard is compared with the contemporary playwrights. He was compared with Vijay Tendulkar in Marathi, Badal Sarkar in Bengali, Mohan Rakesh in Hindi, and all these were especially Tendulkar, Vijay Tendulkar, Badal Sarkar or Mohan Rakesh. All these writers are bilingual writers. That is very important. That is very important. And one more thing is that, and it is a prestigious for Girish Karnard and also for his fans. He was conferred Padma Shri and Padma Bhushan by the government of India. He was conferred with Padma Shri and Padma Bhushan by the government of India. He won 4 Filmfare Awards, 3 of them as a Best Director in Karnataka and Best Screenplay Award. Girish Karnard won 4 Filmfare Awards. Out of these 4 Filmfare Awards, 3 for Best Director in Karnataka and 1 for Best Screenplay Award in Karnataka. So let's go ahead. When we think about his life is very, in reality, interesting life. It's very necessary to be focused on his life. Girish Karnard born in Matheran. We already discussed. Now Matheran in Madhya Pradesh. His mother Krishnabai Mankikar. Krishnabai Mankikar was his mother, who was a young widow with a son belonged to poor. Means his mother was very poor and a widow, and she had a son also. She had worked as a nurse to earn living. There is need of money, and that's why she worked as a nurse to earn living. Means to provide her other necessities. See how to work. She began working for bedridden wife of Dr. Raghunath Karnard. Krishnabai started work as a nurse for bedridden wife of Raghunathan's wife. Just a minute here. I find some error. Okay, it's right. Yes. Krishnabai Mankikar worked as a nurse for bedridden wife of Raghunathan. Then one more thing is that near about 5 years she worked as a nurse, and in between Raghunathan and Krishnabai thinking of marriage. And after 5 years, when Raghunathan's wife was alive, yet she is alive, Krishnabai and Raghunathan married. And they had 4 children. Out of these 4 children, Girish Karnard was third of them. Out of 4, he was third child of Krishnabai and Dr. Raghunath Karnard. Dr. Raghunath Karnard was a doctor in Bombay Medical Services, and he married Krishnabai after 5 years when his wife was still alive. Girish was the third of four children to Krishnabai and Raghunath. In initial stage, he learned in Marathi school in Bombay. Later, his father, Dr. Raghunathan, was transferred in Shirsi in Karnataka, and that's why he learned in Kannada school. When he was 14 years old, they settled in Dharwad and completed graduation in mathematics and statistics from Karnataka Arts College, Dharwad in 1958. He graduated from Karnataka Arts College, Dharwad in 1958 in mathematics and statistics. After completion of his graduation, he went to America. Here, he studied philosophy, politics and economics. He completed his Master of Arts in philosophy, politics and economics. And then Girish Karnard worked with Oxford University Press for many years. After returning in India, he worked near about 7 years in Chennai. Then he worked as a visiting professor in Chicago University also. At the same time, Nagmandala was written by him. So, when he was in Chennai, he connected to local amateur theatre groups, and here his interest in plays or writing of the plays was increased, or he took interest in plays. In 1987 to 88, this year he worked at the University of Chicago as a visiting professor, and Nagamandala, at this time Nagamandala became popular all over the world. He worked as a director of the Film and Television Institute of India, Sangeet Natak Academy also. He worked as a director of Sangeet Natak Academy also. He served as a director to Nehru Culture and as a Minister of Culture also. He worked as a Minister of Culture also. Yes, I think it remains. Change the slide. He worked as a director to the Film and Television of India. He served as a director of Nehru Culture and as a Minister of Culture in the Indian High Commission and London. So, he written in Kannada and translated in English. His number of plays were written in Kannada and translated in English. His writing in Kannada highly influenced with the Renaissance in Western literature. His writings are highly influenced with the Renaissance in Western literature. I think today we stop here. This is sufficient because when we have to focus on the literary works, number of writings are available. So, literary works of Girish Karnard is our second video. So, we stop here. Thank you very much. Take care and remain in home and safe. Thank you very much.